eventually, this draft will start. So hi, I'm Bryan with the Casual Try Hard podcast, doing another Kaldheim Premier Draft. We're going to see how this goes. I feel like I'm starting to get a handle on the format, though some of the decks that you play against now are just absurd. Alright, so I like this, I like this, I like this. Like this wheels, or at least used to. So I think I'm going to take this and see if the Waking the Trolls wheels. The Avalanche Collar is really good, but again, I feel like it has a fail case. This could just be like in red-green, like big stuff, like red-green Lindworms. Or like Jund. Right, I've not had one of these. Pillar is really good. Like, not that the fixing really super matters. I don't think it's second pickable. Man, I could have had Avalanche Color into Icebind Pillar. Been really good. I want to take Icebind Pillar here, though. Like, Temur Snow is fine. Like, Frostbites, Demon Bolts, and then some snow stuff. Like, should be fine. I can be about Temur Snow. It's okay. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think I'm about that. I could just take Snowland here. I think I will just take Snowland to make Icebind Pillar better. So we need some of the Temur dual lands. We'll take Icehide Troll. And then Blizzard Brawl. Frostbite Sweep. Or do I want Behold? I'm going to take the Behold. Like, Blizzard Brawl is great. But there's not a huge difference between Blizzard Brawl and Struggle. And I think Behold is just really good. Alright, so Bergstrider. Notice the snowlands are drying up. So that's not great. Because we're kind of blue-green snow. I mean, we might, if we get a couple, yeah, if someone's just going hard on the snowlands here. I think we're just going to take the 5/5. There's still a chance that I'm like Giants and I'm not green. Yeah, someone is just not passing any snowlands at all. I'm going to take the Run Ashore. Alright, so someone has like 11 snowlands right now. Now, I've taken a decent number of snow payoffs. So maybe I've run them off of... Oh, the Waking the Trolls didn't come back. Dang. I mean, it was greedy. But it could have been right. It used to wheel a lot. It probably doesn't wheel as much anymore. So, yeah, one snowland. I think someone has taken all the snowlands that aren't white. I'll take this. Like, I'm not that hard on snow. Right, I guess I just have Bergstrider that needs a couple. I'm going to take this Frostpeak Yeti. And I need, like, this can just be a 2/3. Like, for Icebind Pillar, I really need the Snowlands. That's where Like, I need to get like 5 or 6 to make it work. Okay, run ashore. Number 2, which is probably too many. Alright, well, I'm taking the Doomscar. We might be pivoting a bit here. Like, we're not really any other color. We're blue. Let's take that to Icebind for Icebind Pillar considerations. Like, I'm not passing a Wrath when I can just be like, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye. Alright, we're gonna take blue-red duel. Take red-white duel. Avalanche color. Okay, it's getting frosty in here now. Getting frosty. Like, I've got red fixing. Take this guy. Now I wish I would have taken the blue-white uncommon, the blue-white rare. Alright, we're gonna squash some things. Did I pass it? I was like, oh, I'm not doing this, and I took something else? Apparently I was doing that. Okay. The Behold pick looks a lot better now. Okay. Yeah, if I would have taken Avalanche color as opposed to the other card, I would have been better off. Like, I shouldn't have taken the gold card first, but I don't know. It's so good. We're gonna Frostpeak Yeti again. Do I already have one of those? I do. Take an Invoke. I'll never see myself playing that. So I never see myself playing this, but we'll see. Frostpeak Yeti, number 1 billion. Codespell Cleric. Okay. This guy is okay. Like, we have a couple ways to reset the board. I just need, like, I have 12 creatures. As I say, I just need bodies now, but I guess I have more bodies than I realized I did. Like, a little bit more removal. And, you know, hey, I'm able to get there. Oh, Trickery. So it's Bonding Gold or land. Gonna take land since I'm 3 colors. Like, that Bonding Gold's not gonna come back. But I don't know, I'd rather have, like, Squash or something like that. I'll take a Showdown of the Scalds. It sucks I have to pass a Demon Bolt, but sure, I'll take a Showdown. Just ways to draw cards, yes please. Red, green, bears, but we're too far from bears. Too far from bears. We have strayed too far from the bear light. Alright. Miss Walker. This is coming along. How many 4s do I have? Oh, all of them. So I guess I should take this 3. All of the 4s. How many lands are in here? 6. I have 23 playables. So many 4s. I guess it's just all the Frostpeak kitties. I can Disdainful Stroke, I guess. I'm just gonna take this rare because I can. Like, I want none of those cards for my deck. So them Huggy Boys. We're gonna depart the realm. We can cut Code Spell Cleric. Planning? I guess. We definitely don't need another Run Ashore. What's my mana situation look like? So I've got 2 Snow Duels. So this is interesting. Kind of jump ship on. If I would have taken the other Avalanche Collar first, I would have had a much better deck, I think, having 2 Avalanche Collars instead of having this in my sideboard. But I got greedy. Okay. I don't think I want a Planning. Like, I could cut these, maybe? I could cut a Frostpeak as well. How many creatures? 14. Alright, and then maybe one of the Run Ashores? Alright. That seems reasonable. Like, this guy's not great. Like, I wish I had another... But there. I also wish my deck was a little cheaper. Right? Like... So, like, that and Planning, right? That are better with Scalds. Or Showdown, yes, Showdown of the Scalds. But... like, Planning is pretty bad. Alright, and then I've got 1, 2, 3... So I've got 3 white spells? 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 8, white sources, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 blue sources, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red sources. That could have been way worse. I think I will cut a plains for a mountain though. Like, I know I have double white for Doomscar, but I guess I only have 3 red spells? Okay, never mind. And how many creatures do we have? Like, still 14. Okay. Alright, this is interesting. We kind of got someplace I did not expect to be. But we'll give it a go. Alright, let's give this weird Jeskai control-ish deck a go here. I mean, all I've done is play like Mythic players the last few drafts, which is fine, whatever, but... And they all seem to have the same deck. So, let's keep this. Put this on red. We have all of our colors, that's pretty nice. So we're going to foretell this. So we might have, might just be able to play Icebind Pillar. I'm going to be greedy. I'm just going to pass the turn here. Because, I don't know, what are the chances that's the wolf? Sure. I will foretell this. Play a plains and we'll say go. Alright, so I want to try to snag something with my Disdainful Stroke. I'd like another land next turn so I get like Icebind Pillar and hold up Disdainful Stroke. But I'm assuming this is like wolf. So white, white, blue. Say blue here as well. I should have specified I wanted an untapped land so I can so I could play the Icebind Pillar, but you know, can't be too picky. Sure. Hopefully doesn't draw them a ton of cards. Come on, miss. Miss, miss, miss. Okay. So I think we're just going to have to Doomscar that. Right, like not great, but kind of have to. Right, like I can't just like let them draw cards with that over and over and over again. Sure. It's a Bergie boy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can do this. We can make it 2/2. With vigilance, no less. Let's tap Nerd. Sure, is that the second binding they had? Because I revealed a binding before. So I can't play my giant until all the modes on binding of the old gods have gone through. Sure. Target creature in the graveyard? I do not, so... Sure, just play 2/5. Decline. Sure. Take 8. Okay. It was my turn very quickly. There. So I can 2/7. I can 9 them. Alright. And then I can play that. And yeah. Okay. Things get super wonky. I can bounce something. That's if things go really wrong. So if they don't attack, I have like 2 4/4 attackers off my lands, which might be good enough. Alright, Frostpeak Yeti, fine. Land. Alright, so if I bounce this, I get 2 4/4s, and I attack. They block, and they die. So let's put this back in their hand. Alright. No. Why would I tap my snow land to make my creature, to make my snow land a creature? Alright, see what happens here. So I think we just, we'll leave the avalanche guy back, just in case. I mean, I don't know what their last 2 cards are. Okay. And then I have to kill the 2/5? Okay. So that was their last 2 cards. Okay. Go to 1. Alright, we'll block. Just blocking, bouncing the mists doesn't do anything. Right? No. So I can go here and here. Alright. So I have to throw away one of the flyers, which is annoying. Of course. So I guess not even a removal spell does me in here. Oh, come on. Jeez. Oh, those don't do anything. Man, oh man. 3 Bergstriders and 2. Oh no, that could have got there. Nah. Well, next one. Double Mist of Lajara as like your last. I guess if I would have attacked with the Avalanche Collar, I would have won. Like, that's rough. Like, they were at 1. Like, I guess I just didn't anticipate them having double, like, quote-unquote removal spell. And the fact that they tapped the guy, like, I could have bounced the miss, but then I couldn't attack. Like, I was trying to play around exactly kind of what happened. But the fact that they got to just... Yeah, I guess I should have said that their last 2 cards were removal spells, but... I don't know. That was... not great. Not my best work. I keep thinking about things recently and just coming up just a little short. I'll keep this. Okay. Probably a Demon Bolt. Would be my guess. Or bad cards. Okay. I have red, I have white. We'll go with blue. Alright. Yep. Sure. We can ditch a land here. We'll need the Tormentor's Helm. Play another Blue Source. Alright. See if they play another creature. Like, that would be kind of ideal. Yep. Just the next thing. Each player discards a card. Okay. I want to play this. That should slow down the aggression quite substantially. They're going to burn multiple cards to kill it. It's also fine. Sure. And then, like, frostbite it. Yep. Okay. Let's behold the multiverse. 7/7 seems reasonable, but we are significant amounts of mana away from that. It's bottom. Cool. I'm glad we did that because we did not draw a land. Let's do that. Has haste too? What the deuce, game? Sure. Is this on blue? It is on blue. Alright, a 1/3. Is a 1/3 enough? Oh, apparently a 1/3 is enough. Okay. Still, the first game kind of stings, like, should have attacked with everything. Alright. Let's do it to it. This seems fine. This will go on white, I guess. I guess I don't have to do it right away. But probably goes on white. Yeah, let's put this on white. Like, this I get to sooner than the Hagi Mob. And, like, the Scalds can kind of be, like, pseudo-fixing. Or, like, if I get a red source. Oof. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're going to put this on red. Do I want to attack this turn? I'm not going to block. I'm going to loot? Probably not. Alright, so this is on white. Okay. So, like, the 3/2 flyer kind of takes care of the 2/3 flyer. So I can just play that this turn. Sure. Alright. Alright. So we can trade here and then, like, play the Hagi Mob, maybe? I mean, if this is the stupid double strike spell, like, what am I supposed to do? Or, like, poison the cup, like, that's fine, because then I can just Icebind Pillar, keep that locked down for a while. Alright, so, are you the double strike spell? Not the double strike spell. Okay. I think I'm going to Hagima and get in. The longer I wait on Showdown of the Scalds, the better it is, because the more spells I can cast off of it. So there's like no reason to like rush and try to do that early. Sure. So you're the aggressive black-white deck, but you play the 06. Yeah. That makes perfect sense. Maybe you should have attacked with the bird. Yep. Let's block. Alright, we're gonna pay 1 to zap him. Like, if they spend a card to save this, like, amen. Like, I'm okay with this. Okay. Kind of a 2-for-1 there. Alright. There's nothing going on. I should have attacked with the 1-2. That was a mistake. There's nothing going on right now, so I think I'm just gonna behold. Sure. Do I want lands? I do not. I said I do not. The game clearly did not hear my preference. Alright, well, we're gonna just get in. The lands aren't awful, again, because I have the Showdown of the Scalds. I can just... Oh, green source? Okay. Right, like, I'm just trying to make sure I can, like, kind of get 4 cards off of the Showdown. Mm-hmm. So, let's get in for 3. Tapping that means I take 6 next turn, so not about that life. Okay. So I have a land in hand, so I think next turn we Scalds. Okay. Sure, that seems good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Pay with snow. We'll tap the 3/6. And we'll play the 3/3. Alright, well, that was pretty good. Getting to rebuy the Scalds. It was pretty good. Because we're just going to play it again this turn. And draw, like, some cards. Oh, this is the make a 1/1 copy thing, right? Let's make one, make a 2/2 copy. Okay. Let's Scalds. That deals 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. We can go this, this. Yeah, so we can attack with. I have a land. See, I can attack with these two. Sure. All right. We'll get rid of the Code Spell Cleric. Let's have till next turn to cast these. There we go. So 5 power in the air for now. And a chance to draw something good. Let's see. Like I cast everything but, I used everything but the 1 card, so I got 3 cards off of the Scalds last time. And I'm going to get all 4 cards off of it this time. Blocks. That's pretty great. That's pretty nifty. The Sweeper, great. Like, I was kind of hoping for my Sweeper. I think I have 2 Squashes in my deck. I think. I might have 2 Beholds. I don't know, we'll find out. Get a land, sure. Like, not another one of those, please. Jargarhelm, sure. Okay. Let's target you. Nothing. Okay. I can only activate 1 this turn. But I can make one of those all too big for the creature with the Jogger Helm to block. Red. How many red sources do I have? Just the one. A bunch of white sources, so I'll take that. So I can pick off a 1/1. Like I get in for 4 here. Because they can double block. Yeah. Yep, I pick off the 1/1. Okay. So, let's see here. What are your last 2 cards? That Blood on the Snow just like totally undid all of my Scald's work. Alright, what are you getting back? Sure, you can't cast that this turn. Alright, what is your other card? Alright, so let's go white, white, activate a Snowland, white, white, activate a Snowland, blue, blue, activate a Snowland. Alright, so last time I should have attacked with him. This time they're all getting in. Like, what is your last card? Okay. Whew. Whew. We are learning. We are learning. Alright. Okay. This seems like wholly reasonable. To play a bunch of little stuff, I can sweep it up to save the Doomscar. Well, you know, if I get that far. Yeah, we're just gonna put the Doomscar away. Just in case, so there's no shenanigans. Alright. So I'm just gonna, because I can't activate it, but let's just play this. Like, I don't think I need Depart the Realms, like, hidden away right now. Yep. Alright, no attacks. See if we can get something with the Disdainful Stroke. I always have, like, I can always bounce this if things get really hairy, but I don't think that's going to be what I need to do. Sure. What is the rune you're getting? Sure. Uh-huh. Let's not let you get your card there. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Oh no, I missed my land drop. Okay. Well, like I'm leaning on this Doomscar, and I don't have a second white right now, so I should, maybe care a little bit more that I'm missing my land drop here. All right. Yep. No blocks. And they play the stupid flyer, or they just make a 1/1. Sure. Let's play this. I need to like eventually hit a land drop here. Like that would be good. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. No blocks. Alright. Come on. Like land drops would be good. Come on, white source. Sure. Yep. Yep. White source. Wow. Like, I have a Pyroclasm that I don't have the mana to use. I have a Sweeper that I don't have the mana to use. So yeah, this is a game of skill. Like, I'm a million miles away from the Pyroclasm now because I just don't. I don't have any. I don't have any mana. So that's good. Just the game life. Alright. So. Alright. Alright, this gives me like one more draw. Blowing up the Rune Helm wasn't good enough. Now do they just bounce it? No, okay. Block. Okay. Can I draw a white source, please? Please, can I draw a white source? Can I draw a white source? Thank God. Okay. Okay. Took forever, but we got there. Alright, so I need another, say, red. Okay. Okay. A very large life total. We're not going to play that. Alright. $29. So that's good. So this is 10. So it doesn't really change the clock if I play this. There aren't any white haste threats. If they have like a flash thing, like I just die, like if they have the stag or whatever, I just am dead. So another land. I'm assuming these are like enchantments that they have. Okay, not a haste flyer, so that's good. Not a haste flyer. Alright, so let's... Yeah, we'll pay with snow. Tap that. Okay, this is 9. Okay, let's see. Okay, so there should be no haste threats. Yeah. Yes. Here are your last 2 cards. Okay. Boom. Big damage. Okay. Like, I guess getting mana screwed kind of played into our hands with the Doomscar, but not... It was too close. It was too close there. All right, 3 wins. Okay. Didn't get to do any shenanigans with the Scald there. Wish I could have drawn that. Would have made it a little bit easier. All right. Let's see what we have here. So we put it on blue, I think, so we can behold to hit our land drops. Blue. Alright, and that lets us Icebind Pillar if we draw lands. Like every time, right? Every time I do this, I just draw the draw whatever color I put the land on. Happened both games. No, the last 2 games. Alright, so okay, I'm fine now. I will stop complaining. Let's Icebind Pillar. Again, like, I want to hold on to Showdown at the Scalds for as long as possible to make sure I can maximize the cards off of it. So this is this Wolf? Clothing Frost. Okay. Am I in a hurry to play this? Nah. Because I can behold now, but I'm just gonna... This is on blue, right? Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait. Right, like, if they play something big, I could try to, like, get my Disdainful Stroke. Like, they play, like, a 5-drop now. I could try to find my Disdainful Stroke. Okay. I think I'm happy with, like, both of those. Maybe not the land, because I already have a land. Okay. Did not hit the Disdainful Stroke. Okay. Right, like, it was worth a shot. Now, if my next card's Disdainful Stroke, then I'll be like, oh, why did I, like, keep the Bergstrider? But, you know, it was not a Disdainful Stroke. Okay, so play Snowland. Keep that tapped. So, like, Big Worm, we just kill it the next turn. And we could, like, turn the Bergstrider into, like, a 5/5. Chariot, huh? You don't say. Chariot. Cool. Are you not gonna fight my thing? Wow. Okay. Cool. Enters tapped. I want to go white. Okay. So I kind of want to kill the vehicle. Like, I want to squash the vehicle, then try to, like, bounce everything. They get to draw another card off of their wolf doing it this way, but I don't have to deal with the vehicle. Sure. Oh, I should have probably tapped stuff. We'll kill the wolf. let them get a card. So what we can do here is we can show down the Scalds. It's fine. Okay, so we can show down the Scalds. We can, is this on white? It is. We can invoke the Divine, their vehicle. Alright, cool. I'm still at 20. I thought it was like way worse off than that, but I guess I did have the, I did gain 4. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just have 7 right now, okay. Yep. So these are giants, which is awkward. So what we're going to do is let's just pick up your Glittering Frost and sure, we'll make this a 2-2 or an 8-8, there we go. This is a 2-2. Alright, so we lose 2 cards, boo, but I get the Scald the next turn for 4 more cards. Or just play more lands until I get to more mana to make the Scalds better. Glittering Frost. Yep. Let's attack for 8. Sure. And then we're gonna go this and this. Alright. So next turn, depending on what we draw, we can Scalds and then play all the cards off of the Scalds. Sure. 1 Ravenous Lure. Let's tap this. Do I have a creature marker here? I do. So can I play this for alternate cost? Get rid of that. Play that. Alright, and then no, do I want to... We will wait. Great, then I have 2 +1/+1 counters to throw around next turn. I think like we can go like Yeti and then put counters on a flyer and then flyer put counters on the Yeti. And hopefully that works. Sure. Yep. Yeah. Hmm. Alright. So I've got 11 unblockable next turn. Yeah, again, if they don't have, like, removal. Oh, I guess I don't have a chance to respond. So even if I were to draw Depart the Realms, I wouldn't have a chance to respond. Alright. Whew. Yikes. I have had much success with this card, so I played 2 snow, so yeah, they get another fight spell. Dear God. Sure. He did not get indestructible. Another one? Wow. Wow. We don't want that. Alright. So, double Blizzard Brawl, struggle for Skemfar. 2 struggles, 2 Blizzard Brawls. Nice. Sure. Okay. Tap the 7/7. Just hide this away. Alright. So, 2-turn clock. I think their clock is slower. 10. Okay. They're at 8. They're at 12. All because of Lindworms. Alright, so let me think here. I'm going to play this. I'm going to wait one more turn. I'm going to see what they do with this attack. I'm going to tap this. So, like, if they kind of flunge and, like, kind of attack with everything, I can be in a situation where I could kill them next turn. It hasn't activated yet. Okay. So now they're going to activate the Yeti. Okay, resolve. Past the blockers. We'll block the 7/7. And we'll throw the 2/2 there. Alright, so what kills me? The pump spell, the plus whatever kills me. If I don't block the +4/+4. So now I'll get 2 things through and they'll go to 7. Well, I'll still have this. We'll block. Alright. Yep. Okay. Okay. So, I get in for... So I get in for 4 here, right? So I gotta count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if I tap one of these, yeah, I'm gonna get in for... So I'm gonna activate that, do this, and then see how they block. And then I'm gonna Doomscar and then play 2 things. Alright, so that gives me lethal. I mean, they could also just, like, decide to not block the 3/5. Yep. Alright. Alright, Doomscar. Okay. They have to have a swing. There we go. So that was a ride. Their deck was really good. Really, really good. So other than that punt in the first match, we're doing alright. Alright. Next up. Alright. Next up. Let's see here. Seems reasonable. Need a snowland to make my 2 cards do anything, but like we have Showdown of the Scalds, which can paper over a lot of things. We have the mana for Showdown of the Scalds, so let's go. Well, we have at least the colors. Yep. Okay. We have a plan. Yep. I should have called it because it usually is that. Okay, Snowland, that's good. Let's get this out. I'm not gonna block. I'm not about that life. So if we get an untapped land, we can Yeti and Code Spell Cleric. Alright. Sure. Alright, so let's land. No. Well, you know what? Arena? Your thing has merit. Right, so if I do this, then I can tap the Demonic Tutor guy, or Vampiric Tutor guy. I kind of feel like it's just a 3/2 Death Toucher. Not that the boast ability really matters, but you never know. Flux. Alright. So here. Sure. I think I just do this. Alright, so we can... Land... Can I foretell stuff? No. Right, can I? I cannot. Okay. Just had to check. Alright. So I can tap the 2/3. So I'm going to tap this. Can take 3 here. I've maybe mistakenly, I feel like I can just out-card advantage them. So I just kind of feel like I should take advantage of like trading here. Sure. Glittering Frost. Then they play like a 4-drop. Or a 6-drop, I guess. Like, is this Lindworm? Okay. I'll get rid of... How many white sources do I have? I have 1. So here, we'll get rid of Island instead. Okay. So let's go alternate cost on this. We'll get rid of a Pilfering Hawk. We'll play a land. We'll let that land spoil. We'll put 1 here. And we'll put 1 here. We're going to play Depart on Show Another Scallops, and I'll put 1 here. And that'll be that. Okay. Again, I'm going to tap the 2-3. I kind of have good blocks all around now. I just don't want them to draw whatever it is, the thing that they want to get out of their deck. Okay, how many Snowlands do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so let's play this. Alright. So Doomscar is a little to a lot awkward. Let's see here. Sure. Resolves. No attacks. That's fine. I guess I will block. Okay, so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could play this. pick up Scalds again, and have like a big creature, no Doomscar. They have these two things, and Icebind Pillar, or I Scald, or I Doomscar, and yeah, if I do this, then they're kind of like priced in to doing certain things. Alright, so here. Next to combat. Resolve. Oh, it's only when I cast it from my hand. Oh my gosh. Magic. Magic, why are you doing me like this? Why are you doing me like this? Sure, what? Oh gosh. Amazing. Amazing. Why all of these, like, caveats and things? Sure. See here. Let's bounce. Tyrus Owner's Library. We'll do this. Put Scalds in my hand. Alright, Alright, only from my hand. One, two, three. I have 3 snowlands. Yep. Alright, let's just do that and do this. Ah, God. Oh, that was If I would have just Doomscarred, I thought I was going to bounce everything. Oh, gosh. That's my fault. Like, I don't know. Every other card in this set does ridiculous stuff, but that one's like, gotta cast it from your hand. It's like, why? Why? Oh, man. So you've seen two, like, monstrous punts. Alright, this is fine. Like, tap land, do something. We're gonna go... guess white again. Alright. White, black, 2 spells. Stupid pick. Okay. I will, like, gladly block whatever you, like, put all this stuff on. So, if we draw a land, we, like, stick to the plan. If we don't, we play Showdown. We try to hit a land here. Wow. Okay, so there were no lands in my top 5 cards. Wow. Yeah, I'm here to block. I'm not a clown, let's go. Wow. No. Still no lands. That's absurd. Like, that's not okay. How do I not have lands in my top, like, 6 cards? Come on. I mean, it sucks that I just threw away, like, 3 cards, but at least I, like, hopefully we'll get to some lands at some point. Sure. Yep, yes. Land. Dear God. Now there's gonna be a bunch of lands. Okay. Okay. That was crazy. Like, insane. Okay, we're gonna... How many cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 cards, huh? I have to discard hand size. Just squash this. Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Like, I have a million like a million cards now. Alright. So, because I can Berg Shredder the like 4/3. Have a Disdainful Shrug in case something big gets played. I can't believe how many like not lands are on top of my deck. Like that was absurd. Sure. Okay. Yep. Can't just not do anything, right? Now it works. Okay. Like now we, kind of do something. Cool. 3-drop. Cool. Alright, how many? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lands. So we can... 9 is not as many as I want to have. If that makes sense. I want to have a few more. Right, because what I want to do is I want to get another giant down, like bounce, bounce, and just have them pick up all of their cards again. And what I can do here is I can attack for 7. Okay, then I can play this guy. I'll Disdainful Stroke that dude. No, thank you. My 7/6 lives. Thank you very much. I'll take it in case things get out of hand. But, like, I think I might be okay. Maybe. Is it 5 more than your starting life total? 7 more. Sure. Okay. Can't block on the ground, so alright. We'll eat their poison the cup, put their angel back on top. And to blockers. 19. Okay. Now, pick. Here, they have the double strike spell. Okay, they do not. Yeah, do you play... What do you play now? Valkyrie? Okay. Okay. So now, next turn, they have to block stuff. It doesn't matter how they sequence it, they have to block. They can't get the boost anymore from the angel. So it should be okay. They should have to like jump. So right, like 2 of their cards are like rewinds and pick. So I don't know this. I don't know their foretold card. Yep, cool. They have a creature to exile. They do. They do. Oh, yay. So now they don't have to block, do they? Well, we're not getting good blocks on the ground. And then just in case... Right now they have to have like removal spell plus... Dear God. Like, it's got to be removal spell plus a... So now this has to be double strike spell? I'm gonna block. Right, because it would have to be the double strike spell. So then this lets them play... Oh no. Okay, lifelinky guy. So they go to 6. 7. Okay. Whew. Whew. The Starnheim Unleashed almost got me. Alright, yeah, this is fine. I'm gonna try to slow roll the Doomscar. In terms, like, I'm just gonna... I have lands to hit right now. So, like, they're not gonna play anything that's gonna make me, like, need to play the Doomscar right now. Now, there's an argument I probably should have played White Source there, but okay, yeah, we're fine. What do I get rid of here? Like a 2/4 just like holds everything down. I'll take Disdainful Stroke and get rid of it. Like, they might not be playing anything big. And they missed their land drop, so I'm just gonna play a 2/4 that should kind of lock up the ground for a bit, or like make them use their okay, now do I want to play a Hoggy Mob? Or do I want to... I think... Like, I want to... I do need a second White Source. Alright. So, we can hope that there is a second white source somewhere in my deck. They might run the 3/2 into my 2/4 just to get a land. Wow. Okay. Squirrel. Okay. Interesting. I can't sweep the squirrel. There's not a whole lot I can do about the squirrel. Yay. Say white. Alright. Now I kind of have to have blockers for squirrel. Bears. Okay. Stupid squirrel. More bears. Dear God. Block. Alright, I can... pick off 1/1. Like, we can't just hang around for bears. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's less fine. Block. Block. Just great. Well, that's awkward. So I do have... okay. No. Why would I do it that way, Arena? Explain, please. Alright, so now they're gonna bears me. Bears. Yep. Bears, bears, bears. Come on. Like, you want to lose to this stupid 1/1. And I'm going to have 4. Now I'm going to have a bunch of lands without my deck. Great. Sure. So, like, now I'm just losing to stupid 1/1. So you're going to draw, like, a million cards. That's awkward, because now they get to kill it with bears. Yep, you get to kill it with bears. Cool. Yep, yep. Sure. Oh, okay. Boop. Boop. Blue. No attacks. Okay. Okay, that cleared some stuff up. That was better. Sure. Bears. No blocks, I will take the beats. Yep, draw a card. Cool. Alright. Sure. Uh-huh. So I can activate a couple times here. Of course, their last card was Frostbite. I mean, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Or one of their last cards. Just owner's library. Let's have it be this. Put that back in my hand. Alright. Let us see here. Sure. Alright, do you have yet another Frostbite? Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. Let's have that. We'll play this. Alright. Maybe I should have tapped the 3-2, since the 1-1 has to attack. Yeah, I could have done that, and then, because I can block 3 things, and I go to 1. Sure. Wow. Dear God. Dear God. Alright, our deck was good, but again, I don't know how half the decks I play against, come together. It just makes no sense. I mean, we got to do some shenanigans with Showdown of the Scalds. I don't think, now that I think about it, I actually don't think I had 2 of any spell for this. I was thinking about it during the draft. I think I, at one point, had 2 Run Aground, or Run Ashores. Yeah, that was the only thing I had 2 of. And then I cut 1, so good deck building. Anyway, I think the deck was fun. Came together all right. So I was Bryan with the Casual Try Hard podcast. If you want to listen to me and my podcast partner James talk magic and other silliness, you can find our podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. Just search CasualTryHardMTG. If you want to follow us on Twitter, we're at CasualTryPod. We have a Discord channel. We have a Discord channel. The link is in the description below. Let's try this again. Well, I'm Bryan with the Casual Try Hard podcast. If you like listening to me and you want to hear more of me and my podcast partner James talk magic and other silliness, you can find our podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. Just search CasualTryHardMTG. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can find us at CasualTryPod. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like this video, subscribe. It really would help out. We have a Discord channel. The link's in the description below. And so with that, we'll catch you on the internet.